Hello and welcome to SSL today, Division 1 Match Day 5. I am Val and I am joined by,
Laser.
and we have a great day of games in store for you today. 1v2 in the table in a showdown there between Buenos Aires and Hollywood. We also have Tokyo, Catalunya, Sao Paulo, Cairo. That's going to be huge in the relegation fight. And Athênai versus AS Paris. Any in particular you're looking forward to?
I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Buenos Aires Hollywood pans out, especially given I believe they drew in the Cup 1-1, if I remember correctly. And then I'm also looking forward to Sao Paulo and Cairo City, as they are currently two of the relegation favorites according to the table. So those two matches in particular should be extremely interesting to watch, but I really don't think we're going to have a lopsided game by any one particular team today. So it should be a very entertaining slate of games today.
Yep, and I believe first on our game list is, in fact, Sao Paulo versus Cairo, two teams that are tied for sixth, and that's the first spot above the drop zone. Cairo currently in the drop zone on goal difference, so should be a very spicy one indeed. Sao Paulo, by the way, the only D1 team to be eliminated from the Cup after the group stage, so they'll be able to focus on the league campaign, so that might be something to watch as well.
Yeah, it should be. They were knocked out by, funnily enough, they were knocked out by Inter London in Group D, and Inter London is the team that Sao Paulo was barely able to stay ahead of in the relegation race last season. So, in another dimension is the word I was looking for. In another dimension, it very well could be all 8 D1 teams still in the Cup.
Yeah, and it was actually a head-to-head matchup between those two that kind of decided things. Also in the preview, Cairo having won their first match of the season last time out, 3-0 over Athena. That had to be good for them after a couple of stumbles to start the season.
Yeah, Cairo didn't have the best luck to start the season. They certainly, I feel, should have had more than 0 points heading into Matchday 4, but they were able to pick up their first win. Sao Paulo has been relying on Slotin and Brimovic all season, and we'll see how he is able to impact the game here today. That's an early yellow card by Jeff Newman.
Yeah, playing up top, I do believe.
I think so, and I believe he's on the right side of a 4. Well, I don't recall what exactly it is, but there's dangerous there.
As Zenlos would say, it's an 11.
Yeah, it's an 11.
We'll get a better look at it later.
Yeah. I believe Sao Paulo is running 3 central defenders with a wingback on. That's a cross in. That's dangerous attack. Noodle put in across the Torres in the box, and Adam Ray was able to scoot over and pick that up.
Yeah, didn't have the best of angle to try and score at that near post, but very threatening move there from Cairo City.
It was. And now just some mayhem. That'll be taken away by Ansha. Cross put in. Nothing comes to it. Vesenvitz. Chaos again. Vesenvitz with the through ball to Ansha, who puts in a cross, and it bounces off of, I think that was Howd for a corner. Anavier will put it in. Headed away.
Yeah, noting last time out, we talked about Cairo's last time out. Sao Paulo lost 3-1 to Hollywood their last time out, but they made them fight for it. Yeah, that is a weird formation from Sao Paulo. It almost looks like, I would almost describe it as like a 5-1-4 almost, because they have the 3 strikers and then the attacking midfielder right behind them.
That's what I was thinking. Newman into the box. Okay. Oh, that's a penalty. And Jeff Newman will take the penalty kick. He will have to beat the heretic. And he does. Sao Paulo leads 1-0 on the penalty.
Yeah, I didn't get a good look at that foul. The text scroll at the bottom said it didn't look like a foul, so hashtag controversy. But heretic guess is right, but just really well placed from Newman.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell.
That is a critical goal.
I couldn't tell who committed the foul, but it looked like it might have been Howd, but it also could have been the other central defender, Malachi Black.
Yeah, there were a lot of people in that box.
Yeah. Sao Paulo looking to continue their attack. Ansha is doing a lot of work so far in this game. He'll work it a little bit with Biscuit. That'll be a header. Heretic saves the Biscuit, or Heretic saves the header from Biscuit.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier that Zlatan Ibrahimovic has been Sao Paulo's sort of main goal scorer,
Oh,
as that one is saved. But Kofi Anshaw has been extremely impressive for them in the early going of this season on that left flank.
he really has. I think he has 5 or 6, maybe 7 assists on the season,
Yeah,
including
like
cup,
as
of
a
course. But
wing back, or it's hard to stand out, but he definitely has.
then threatening look in the box and is saved by Heretic. Sao Paulo very attacking so far. We haven't seen a whole lot from Cairo. A few very good opportunities, but nothing too threatening.
Yeah, and
That'll
when you
be
saw the Sao Paulo formation, you kind of figured they were going to try and play on the front foot, use their numbers in the attacking third to their advantage, and they
yeah.
definitely have. Cairo playing a more conventional 4-3-3, having trouble sort of containing just the sheer numbers.
Yeah, the numbers
Because
are the
even look at the roles, like Anna Vieira is playing as a shadow striker, so it basically is a 5-1-4.
yeah. Quarter comes to nothing, but Lexington will put it back in. He'll shoot. He'll be saved by Heretic. England will recover. Puts it back over to Lexington. They're going to do a little bit of a reset, shuffle it around, give it to Thessenwitz up on the right wing. He'll put in a through ball to Biscuit, heads it back to Enevier on the side to Ansha. Ansha will put in a cross, and it bounced off of Arasov, and Ibrahimovic decided that he didn't want to put a shot on goal and headed it into the stands.
Wonder if he wasn't just trying to take a touch and just got it all wrong.
Something wasn't right about that. That's a through ball to Jones, has it in the box, puts it over to Arasov. Cairo on the attack now, cross put in, back a little to Jeeves, blocked, and Ansha will clear.
Might have gone off their
Biscuit,
own player.
I think it may have been. Biscuit controlled that clearance, put it over to Ibrahimovic. He'll put it to Inclon, to Anavier, Newman. It looked like a shot blocked by Jeeves, and it'll be a corner for Sao Paulo again. I think they're 5th or 6th of the game.
Yeah, they're pouring on the pressure.
Really are. Staines will head away the corner from Lexington. And Cairo with another opportunity to do something before the break here, and that's Bjorkis. Ooh, that had a good look to it, but just a little bit outside.
Yeah, probably the best chance Cairo have created so far in this first half. Like, the
I
idea
believe.
was good. The execution just wasn't. Oh,
Oh,
what a
here's a
ball.
good ball. And Villiers shoots, and the Heretic saves. That was a
What a
great
th-
interception by Kofi Ansha, and then the through ball to Anavier was excellent.
Yeah, they played that transition quickly, and the Heretic with an excellent save to keep the score within one, which on the stroke of halftime is pretty huge as we do go into halftime.
Yeah, so Sao Paulo has been very attacking so far this game, and the numbers show it. 11 shots, 7 on target, 7 corners, important to note as well. And Cairo have not done a lot in terms of attacking. 4 shots, 1 on target, but they have had the few looks that they have had have been very threatening and very, well, attacking. So I would imagine that Cairo will find the back of the net in the second half.
Yeah, and it's probably, it's one of those halves where, like, if Cairo turns it around in the second half, Sao Paulo may regret not burying some of these opportunities just because they've had so many of them. But the only thing they've managed to score so far was from the penalty spot. Ooh,
That was
aggressive challenge there.
not pretty. There'll be a free kick from Jeeves that apparently didn't happen. Okay.
There is no free kick within the walls.
Enevier with the through ball to Newman. Newman's going to be pushing up the side. He'll want to put in a cross or a back pass. Back pass it is to Thessenwitz, cross to Biscuit, headed away by Howd. Thessenwitz again to Inkland, to Ibrahimovic, puts it forward to Newman, who shoots and who scores! What a move by Sao Paulo, and they've doubled their lead, 2-0.
So yeah, I'm going to throw away my they may regret not bearing one of those chances things in the garbage because they immediately score. But this is just a very pretty passing play. And Brimovic, what a ball that is. Just finds the pocket of space. Absolute dime for Newman, who makes no mistake. So take a look at the offside. Kept, ooh, that is close, but it's kept on by Oud, I believe.
I think so. That was just beautiful from Sao Paulo.
Yep, Joga Benito.
Now Cairo will want to do something. Only a few minutes later. They want to make a counterattack as soon as possible, get some momentum, or perhaps not. Newman threw ball to Brimovic, who I believe is offside. It's in the back of the net, but he's got to be offside, doesn't he?
Yep,
he is.
Flags up. Looked off in real time.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. He was a good bit offside there.
Not particularly close on that occasion.
Don't want to do so. Oh. And Brimovic put in a cross for Newman, but was headed away by Jeeves. Now Cup Noodle puts a through ball to Torres, but he's throwing it way too far. Now Adam Rage will put it forward. It'll be Arisov. And Brimovic will just take it away and give it directly back to Staines. That'll be a cross to Bjorkus, who puts a through ball to Cup Noodle, who shoots, and it's saved by Adam Rage. Oh, Noodle is going to want that one back.
Feel like he could have taken another touch there. But the dangerous through ball by Cairo.
Now it'll be Jeeves on the left flank. Over to Bjorkus on the outside of the box. Through ball again. Sao Paulo will take it away. That was a poor pass. That's Jeeves. Oh, Hunter Jones has put it in the back of the net on a sloppy piece of play by Sao Paulo.
When playing it out of the back goes wrong. So this through ball, it's not really dealt with particularly well. They smell blood, and Hunter Jones, the loanee from, I believe, Red Star Laos, with a very good finish there.
I believe so.
And it is game on here.
2-1 now, 30 minutes of game time left. Sao Paulo haven't really been attacking as much in this second half. They're going to have to start doing that again.
Yeah, Cairo have been much, much better in the second half going forward.
Arisov making the attack now. Over to Staines. To Arisov again. Over to Laudrup. Laudrup will shoot. It'll bounce off of Fred, and Brimovic will recover. He'll put it forward to Newman. Through ball. That was headed away by Howd. It'll be recovered by Thessenwitz. And that's all for that highlight. But we come right back to Thessenwitz. Over to Inklan. To Thessenwitz again. And Brimovic. Over to Thessenwitz. Thessenwitz, will he shoot? He will, and it's saved by the Heretic.
Yeah, decent individual run, but just the finish was not there from Thessenwitz. Not exactly known for goal scoring.
Yeah, as a wingback, goals aren't exactly what you're known for. Good interception by Kofi Ansha. Over to Brimovic. And Brimovic puts it backwards to Inklan, heads it forward, looking for Enevier, intercepted by Staines. And now Noodle will make a run. Through ball to Torres, back to Bjorkus. Over to Arisov. To Staines. Aggressive. Yep, that's a penalty.
Ooh.
Aggressive tackle by Fred on the corner of the box will be a penalty, and now it'll be Franco Torres looking to even it up. He will. Franco Torres puts the penalty in the back of the net, and we are even at 2 with 20 minutes left in regular time.
Yeah, great resilience by Cairo to get back in this one. They win the penalty. Torres, really well played. Right, Rage almost had that one. Rage guessed right and almost had it, but just enough on that from Franco Torres. It is 2-2. And oh boy, are we in for a good finish.
Yeah, it certainly looks so. Ansha on the left wing. Puts in a cross. Oh, headed by Newman. It's saved by the Heretic. Well placed, but not enough mustard on it. And something happened there.
What's the hold up here?
That was a glitch, perhaps? I'm not sure what that was. Cleared. Jeeves. Or Jones, excuse me. And we'll end up with Sao Paulo, who puts a through ball to Coffee Biscuit. That's a really good ball. Will he be able to score with it? No. Howd blocked it. And that's a corner for Sao Paulo.
Yeah, nice block there by Pierre Oud. Sao Paulo creating a chance after, they were up 2-0, but no dice there.
And the corner comes to nothing, as does the recycle attempt. But they'll get the ball back. Sao Paulo ends up with nothing. That's a good
Ooh, sloppy
interception by
giveaway.
Coffee Biscuit. And it's saved by the Heretic.
Yep, just as a sloppy giveaway led to one of Cairo's goals, another one almost led to a goal the other way. And we
An
have an
injury.
injury to Ketchup Noodle.
That is on Thessenvich's side of the defense. And it looks like it will be
Arnost Lemijid, I believe.
Yes, thank you. I don't know how to say that name. Clemijid. And we are at the very end of the game. That had promise. And now it's Cairo on the counter. Through ball all the way to Clemzid. Oh, just outside.
Oh, Arnost Lemijid is going to be seeing that in his nightmares. Golden opportunity
Wow.
there. Just wide.
What a goal that would have been if it had gone in. Corner comes to nothing. And the final minutes, a minute and a half left. Inavier and Brimovic intercepted Arasov. Jones. Lexington will recover, give it to Mayhem, puts it through to Biscuit. I don't know if he was onside or not, but that's a harsh tackle. No flag, no penalty, and we're going to continue play with a minute left and extra.
Yeah, even if there was a penalty there, I would have been like, I would go to the monitor because like the offside might have canceled it out.
Yeah, I think so. And that's Pascal Inavier off of the cross in from Kofi Ansha.
Oh, that is so
Electric.
brutal for Cairo City, who's done all this work to get back in the game. But Sao Paulo will be overjoyed. And who else but Kofi Ansha with the ball in. And Inavier just taps it home to the near post. Wow.
That is a kick in the teeth to Cairo, who you could very well say deserve to get something out of this match. But that is, unless they can work a miracle here in the final moments, that will be the dagger.
I feel like the narrative of this game has changed like 5 times.
It really has. What an incredible game. Oh, I thought that was the final whistle, but it was not. Cairo with one last chance to do something. And that will be the final whistle. And Sao Paulo will take the victory 3-2 on an equalizer with less than a minute left in extra time.
Wow, wow, wow. I mean, what a game. Back and forth, twists and turns. And in the end, the vital 3 points go to Sao Paulo, who defend their home field. And from looking at the numbers, it was a pretty close game, but Sao Paulo definitely did have a bit of an edge. And they very much took advantage of it. Both teams had the penalties. And then there was also the offside goal, which, I mean, it wasn't particularly close, but
yeah, that was
Pascal Inavier with the heroics at the death.
Good timing for Inavier to decide to come alive as well. He's been remarkably quiet since coming in on loan from AC Romana. He picked a very good time to decide to score, I believe, his first goal of the season.
Yeah, and this is someone who had a lot of success last year with Catalunya.
Yeah, a lot of success last year in Catalunya, usually in a shadow striker role as well, although not with 3 strikers up top. And on the Cairo side, Jeeves had a very good game for Cairo. Howe did as well. Those two did a lot of the work in blocking some of those very dangerous Sao Paulo chances.
Yeah, the last-ditch defending was absolutely huge for Sao Paulo, and also Jeeves factoring into their attacks. Very similar kind of player, I feel like, to Kofi Ansha. But on this occasion, wasn't enough for Cairo. And I mean, they did have chances, but in the end, it goes to Sao Paulo. So we move into our next game. Sao Paulo will, by the way, go up to 6 points, -4 goal difference. So they will tentatively jump into 5th because Catalunya hasn't played yet, and they are not in this next game, which is Athênai versus AS Paris. Should be a good one. Athênai sitting 4th, 7 points, 0 goal difference. Lost to Cairo last time out 3-0. And Paris currently bottom of the league, 1 point, -4 goal difference. They managed to nick a point in their last match, a 0-0 draw with Tokyo. What are you looking forward to in this one?
I'm looking forward to seeing how Paris is able to try and break into the D1 scene again. They should have some opportunity to get some points so far this season. I'm a little surprised they only have the one so far, and they'll be looking to make it 4 here today.
And of course, the battle here up top between Papadopoulos and Owen 44. Something else to look to in this one.
Indeed it is. And oh, off of the bar on Barflet both was that header from Labovic, I believe. Now it'll be Athênai in the checkerboard, white and blue.
Yeah, this is a not an ideal kit matchup for deciding who's who. I mean, one team has more blue than the other, but they're both blue teams.
Yeah, they're the inverse of each other. Athênai on the wing. Ramirez. Zanetti comes over to try and shut that down. Gin Tonic, they play a 1-2. That's a very curling cross. And it is recovered by Athênai after a little bit of bouncing around. Didi Joker now will take it on the wing. That'll be over to Cal Labovic, who puts the header home off of the cross by Joker on the way on the other side of the field.
Yep, Cal Labovic. We've seen him finish at the far post before, and he does it once more, although I believe that was his first goal of the season. Great cross in by Joker. Labovic just beats his man at the back post. Simple header. Athênai with the lead.
With the lead indeed, and with dominance so far. 25 minutes in, Paris with no shots. They do have possession, though, and Snooks will put a... Well, now it's a clearance as Athênai recovers. And that'll be a through ball to Owen 44, who will score! On the assist by Nico Fischer from midfield. Bounced it just into the box. 44 recovered and beat Barflet.
A long ball to Owen 44 for the finish. How many times have we seen this in the SSL history? There's just a great run. Barflet comes way off the line. 44 takes a calm touch to get around him and basically has an open net. 2-0 to the hosts, and very good value for their lead.
Very much so. Paris does have a shot now. Athênai with the majority of their shots on target so far, as Didi Joker will take a corner. Be headed away by Snooks. Lind will recover, give it straight back to Joker. Gin Tonic. Back to Lind again, looking for a reset. To Jaeger, into Gin Tonic. Gin Tonic shoots and is saved by Barflet. And that'll be another corner. Corner comes to nothing. Recycle attempt. Joker made a shot from way out there, and Barflet was able to tip it over.
Yeah, that's a NBA All-Star range shot.
It really was.
Ambitious look. But I got under it.
That's a goal for 44.
It's just what he does. It's just what he does. He gets his goals. This one comes off a corner. Just to the back post. There's a defender there. There was a keeper there. Neither can do anything about it.
They're reminiscent of that first goal of the game to Lind. Athênai have possession again. They'll work it around the backfield, waiting for something to open up closer to the goal. Nico Fisher, D.D. Joker puts a through ball to Owen 44, who shoots and is saved by Bori Barflett, but it's not over yet. That's a something. It looked like Labovic put it back to Gin Tonic. It was blocked and right back into the foot of Gin Tonic, and then he put it over the net.
Yeah, a lot of action going on in that box right now.
Very difficult to call play-by-play when the play is going faster than your brain. Cortez with a great run, and off of Joker into the stand, so that'll be a corner for Paris.
See if they can get back into the game on this set piece.
Horvat had a good angle on it, but it was knocked away by Huga, I believe. Now Zanetti with a throw to Bull. They will want to do something here in the last few moments. That was a screamer from Horvat, but Anderson was able to turn it behind the goal.
As we go into halftime, Paris looking a little bit better in the latter stages of that half, but still very much behind, kind of with a bit of a mountain to climb. But we've seen rallies before, so I'm not going to write them off. But they're going to need to do a complete 180 from that first half because I think the stats speak for themselves.
They do. Athênai, 12 shots on target, 75% accuracy rate, 10 corners. Paris with only 1 corner, 1 shot, none on target. Paris have got to do something here in this second half. You got to imagine their coach is going to have some words for them at halftime, and that will light a fire under them because Paris in their games have been a little bit more of a second half team or a little bit more of a one half team. They tend to do very well in one half and not so great in the other. So Paris will be hoping to do very well in this second half and salvage something from this.
Yep, no changes at the half, it looks like.
Athênai wanting to attack off of Rip, but they don't. Barflett clears. Athênai recovers. Newport, Jaeger, Hugen. Joker on the wing. He's proven dangerous there before. Puts in a cross. Headed off of the post by Labovic. And that will be out for a goal kick. Very, very close to Labovic having another goal there.
Yeah, Athênai have been feasting on that back post all match. That's how they got, I believe, 2 of their goals.
It is indeed.
I feel like with Paris, they're just having trouble getting the ball to their front 2. Like, I don't think we've called their names that much.
Oh, we almost called something there. That looked like a Snooks shot, but Anderson was able to turn it behind. And Brisky will have a throw. Another Bull to Horvat. To Bull. Over to Snooks. To Horvat. They're going to do a little bit of a reset. Wait for something to open up. Cross over to Brisky. That's a cross in, headed away by Lind. Zanetti recovers. Oak with a through ball. Anderson saves the shot by Cortez. Well placed, but Anderson just got across just in time.
Yeah, in a game where you're struggling to get offense going and you're already facing a mountain, it does not help when the other goalkeeper is Yannick Anderson, who is very good.
He is one of the best in the league. Athênai will try and do something here. Labovic on the wing to Gintonic. Play a 1-2 to Ramirez. Puts in a cross. And saved by Fisher. Or excuse me, shot by Fisher. Saved by Barflett. And you've got to think that barring a miracle, it's all but over here. 3-0.
Yeah.
Athênai still leading. 6 minutes plus stoppage.
Yeah, unless that stoppage is like 10, in which case we're going full CONCACAF over here.
Unless it's 10, or if Paris can, by some miracle, knock in 4 or 5 goals in the space of just under 10 minutes. And given the record of their struggles to attack so far today, that doesn't seem very likely. They're going to try and get something going here, though. That'll be Cortez. They'll shoot. Anderson. Believe that just went over the net. It did. Anderson did not get a hand on that one.
Yeah, they've been better in this second half, but just not good enough.
Yeah, that's a shot from Brisky. It'll bounce off of Yoker and go out for a corner for Paris. Brisky will take it. He will float it in, and it's headed away. Oak will recover. Attempt the recycle, and Anderson is able to grab that cross. Papadopoulos might have had it home if he hadn't.
Yeah, you know who's watching this really, enjoying this current outcome is Sao Paulo. Because that gives them a little bit, because as things stand, they're going to have a little bit of a cushion to the drop zone.
They are indeed. They'll have a... Well, I don't recall exactly the tables. Paris is trying to do something here. Zanetti... that will come to nothing, and that's probably going to be the game. It is. If I recall the table correctly, that means that Sao Paulo will now have a 3-point buffer over Cairo in 7th.
Yeah, and a 3-goal swing in goal difference. And Paris will remain bottom. Very solid day in the office for Athênai. I mean, what can you really say? They had a rough going last time out, and they bounce back by dominating this game. They get 2 goals from their superstar. They get a goal from Labovic, and Anderson has himself a pretty good game. Pretty complete day at the office.
D.D. Yoker was incredible on that left wing. Or, excuse me, I presume he's in a fullback role. Yes. Yoker with the perfect match rating. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, 2 assists. As we take a look at Paris, their standouts were Barflett and Snooks, which, sounds about right. Their best defender and their best goalkeeper in a game where they really didn't create a ton of, grade A chances, and obviously didn't score.
Yeah, Papadopoulos really struggled in front of the net. Part of that was probably because they really struggled to get the ball to Papadopoulos.
Yeah, I don't think we called his name at all in that game. We noted, that he was there, but I don't think we ever, I don't think I even saw him take a touch.
I don't think so. I think he maybe had one that he laid off to Cortez, and Cortez took a shot from it, but Papadopoulos kept extremely quiet today, and when Papadopoulos is one of your biggest threats, you can't afford to have him shut down that handily.
Yep. Athênai will provisionally jump up to second. A spot that going into today was occupied by Buenos Aires, who are actually next on our list. It's Buenos Aires versus Hollywood, first versus second. The bourgeoisie of this league against the upstarts who have just been promoted.
And the upstarts are doing extremely well in the opening stages of this season. How many points are they on?
They are on 9 points with a +4 goal difference.
9 points with +4, and Hollywood is, of course, on 12. So a win by Buenos Aires would likely, I presume that Hollywood has a greater goal difference than Buenos Aires by probably a
Yeah, it's a 4-goal swing.
4-goal swing. So a 4-0 or a victory by Buenos Aires with 4 goals or more would put them on top. But we've seen stranger.
I believe it's 3 goals, because if it's 2 goals or more, then it goes to goals for. Because a goal for Buenos Aires is also a goal against for Hollywood.
True.
Math.
Yes, this is true. This is true. So if they win by 2, a win by 2 or more, you are correct.
And I believe these 2 teams played in the cup as well.
They did, and they drew. Yes, it was a 1-1 draw. I believe it was 1-1.
And Buenos Aires have shown they are not afraid. See how that
Edwin Vandersloot
plays in.
Yeah, Edwin Vandersloot has been a huge part of the team's success so far over on the right wing.
Yeah, their wings have been their biggest strength. It's been Vandersloot and Gorkov, who've just been absolutely ripping it up out there.
They have been. They've been probably among consideration for the MVP so far. With a team full of stars like Ricky Bobby, who's going to take a header, and that's over the net. Oakdown didn't get a hand on it. We have players like Ricky Bobby, Liang Kwai, Miko Rashford, Tiki Taka. That's the strongest top four in the league, I think you have to say.
I mean, yeah, undeniably. Like this is a big challenge for Buenos Aires. This Hollywood team obviously has been the wagon of this league the last couple of seasons. They look well on their way to doing it again. But at home against a team that they've pried a result from.
That's a cross. And that's a goal! It bounced around off of the head of Catarina, bounced off of somebody else, and Governo was able to put it in the back of the net, and Buenos Aires takes an early 1-0 lead after only 20 minutes.
Yeah, a little bit of chaos there. I think it was possible tried to clear that off the line, but it was right into the what's the word I'm looking for? Right to the Governo. My freaking brain has just decided to ignore vocabulary.
Buenos Aires is attacking now. Powerful shot from Gorkov, but Sterling tips it over.
Like I said, this Buenos Aires team is not afraid of anyone. And like for a newly promoted team, like fearlessness can go a long way. And both teams playing pretty similar formations. In fact, the exact same. 4-2-3-1 with the 2D mids.
They are indeed. Pressing forward for Buenos Aires, attacking forward for Hollywood.
Yeah, I feel like it makes sense for Buenos Aires because their strength offensively is their wings. It's not as much Governo as it is, the Gorkov and Vandersloot as they come on the attack again.
They do, and it's a 3-ball to Gorkov. Be back to Knight. Knight will want to put in a cross, but he'll send it back to Taylor. Brooks Patron. Oh, poor pass.
Ooh.
Calavera probably should have had that, but it's going to be Tiki Taka on the attack. He'll try and knock it past Katarina. He'll put in a through ball to Ricky Bobby, who gives it to Liang Kwai, and that's don't believe they got a hand on that. Just an inaccurate finish from Liang Kwai.
Yeah, you can't give Hollywood chances like that with sloppy giveaways in the midfield. They got away with it that time. I don't think they're going to get away with it if they do it again. But as we go into halftime and Buenos Aires with the 1-0 lead, the stats seem to lean Hollywood, but they did not factor in the X-Dog.
Yes. Yeah, Hollywood has been largely dominating the game so far. I hesitate to call it dominance. They've had the majority of the chances, but they haven't really dominated. Buenos Aires has certainly had a good number of chances. They have the lead to show for it. And while perhaps not exactly, we do not have a sub here for Hollywood. Ordinarily, we see Alessio Calvatore coming for Vidal Valor, but Valor will be finishing out the match today.
Yeah, you dance with the one that brought you to prom, and hope you can capitalize on these chances in the second half.
And knowing Hollywood, I would be surprised if they're not able to do something here. It's just a matter of whether Buenos Aires can do enough to match what Hollywood will be able to do. And this is going to be Miko Rashford putting it across for Ricky Bobby. It's off of the bar and cleared away by Guevara.
Very dangerous there. They've played the get out of jail free card on that occasion.
They really did. The corner from Gerard came to nothing and will speed through the rest of the second half, already coming up on the 60-minute mark.
Yeah, the clock ticking down quickly is exactly what Buenos Aires wants to see.
Indeed it is. That's a header from Ricky Bobby that's held by Oakdown. Didn't get a lot of juice on that.
Yeah, I've talked about how good Gorkov and Vandersloot have been for Buenos Aires. Oakdown's also been absolutely crucial to their...
He has indeed. As Rashford shoots. Oh, wow. Oakdown saves the shot from Rashford. It bounces around, but he's able to grab it again.
That was almost a commentator's curse. It ended up being proof of what the commentator's saying.
It did indeed. And that'll be Knight. He'll shoot, and it's over the net. Sterling didn't even flinch.
Yeah, it felt like he just didn't get that on the right foot. I mean, literally, he shot it with his left, but, like, just very awkward shot. To get late into this one,
10
my
minutes
eyebrows
for
are
Hollywood.
raised.
10 minutes for Hollywood to do something here. It will be Hollywood playing around in the back half, waiting for something to open up. Gives it to Sterling, who will just clear it, and Buenos Aires will recover, try to make a counter. And that's Ricky Bobby. He steals it from Guevara. He's going to go and shoot, and Oakdown saves.
Oakdown to the rescue again after a sloppy turnover there from Guevara. We fiddled around a little bit too much with the ball there, and another save by Oakdown.
Another good save from Oakdown. That was off of Jarrow's head. Oakdown is the difference so far.
Yeah, and Jarrow, obviously, huge threat from set pieces. We've seen it before. But, last chance saloon.
20 or so seconds for Hollywood to do something. They're going to have to get it forward if they want any chance. Jarrow just hoofs it clear. And that's it.
Wow.
Buenos Aires have defeated Hollywood 1-0.
Wow. I mean, Oakdown, take a bow. And maybe like 5 more. Excellent performance by the goalkeeper to steal 3 points. At home, they get the goal. They get the goal from the corner, and they hold on for dear life. That defensive spine of Guevara, of Catarina, and Oakdown doing the job defensively. Wow. Now this,
you really can't even say that Hollywood had a poor defensive game either. It was the chaos of that one corner. You go for a save, it rebounds, it gets right into the head of another opposition player, pass it into the back of the net. Not a whole lot you can do.
Yep, that's how the bounces go sometimes. This does not quite lift Buenos Aires into the top of the table. They will remain second on goal difference. But boy, did that spice things up a little bit. But wow,
really
just
did.
Wow.
Buenos Aires continuing their history of being a counter to Hollywood.
Yeah, not only Hollywood losing, but like they got shut out. I cannot remember the last time Hollywood got shut out.
It's difficult to remember the last time they didn't score 2.
Like, this is one of the most... This is, like, the generational attack of this league. And just the fact that they got shut out. I mean, take a bow, Oakdown, to bow, Buenos Aires. Just absolutely fantastic. As we will move into our final game, Tokyo versus Catalunya. Tokyo entered the day 3rd. They've since dropped because Athênai has also won. Catalunya opened today 5th. They've also since dropped because Sao Paulo won. Wow, not getting a lot of break there. Anything you're looking forward to in this one?
I am looking for Tokyo to be coming back with a vengeance. In the cup matches, the 3rd cup match, Tokyo lost to Catalunya 4-2. And they're going to want to make things right from that. But that was a dangerous tackle by Asagi. And a shot by Busquets is over the net.
And Catalunya, uncharacteristic slow start to this season. They're on just 3 points, -3 goal difference, and they lost to Buenos Aires last time out.
That was a good through ball to Rise, but it was blocked by Fist. Now Asagi over to Rise again, over to Kaido, to Nessie, although I think that was blocked. Nessie to Kaido again in the corner. It's off of Juliusson, and that's a corner for Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo are one of the better teams in this league at creating chances. The issue is just finishing them most of the time. We saw their last game, they drew 0-0.
Yes,
in the league against Deus Paris.
They did indeed. It's going to be Catalunya on the attack. Okocha to Mueller to Maple. It's blocked by Rupp. A very clutch block by Rupp there. That Maple is known for his finishing prowess, and they're going to be attacking on the counter now. Kaido will get past Vins, but no, he won't. Vins will tackle the ball out of bounds and will have a throw.
Yeah, interesting little showdown on that flank there between Kaido and Vins.
Now Vins looking to help make something else happen. Rising with the through ball to Maple and Rupp again with the block. Okocha recovers on the flank, bounces it off of Toastman. Kaido is going to be attacking on the right side. And it will be Mueller this time who will tackle the ball out for a throw.
Rupp with a couple of great last-second recovery challenges for Tokyo to stymie the Catalunya attacks on.
Indeed, it could be a very different game if he wasn't there. Now it'll be Visser on the left wing. He'll shoot, and it'll be tipped over by Gunnarsson.
Yeah, not a bad shot there by Nina Visser, cutting inside, finding the open look, but placement left a little something to be desired.
It did. The corner comes to nothing, and it'll be Catalunya with the throw that's going to be stolen by Tokyo. Obashan Tachet for Chetty Isagi. Over on the wing. Visser will cut into the middle of the field, put a shot. Gunnarsson able to save. Interesting decision to run across the middle there. Might have worked if Gunnarsson hadn't been on it. And now Sky Rise off of the top of the bar. Off the corner.
Yeah, Nina Visser likes to cut in onto that right foot, but they cut in a lot on that one.
Yeah.
Just decided to go for it, but not enough pace, and then Rise misplacing the header there. It's a 4-3-3 versus a 4-2-3-1 in terms of formation, so nothing too wild. Nothing that requires deciding.
Yes.
No 7-1-1-1.
Oh, that goes wanting. Sky Rise had an opportunity but couldn't do anything with it, and Gunnarsson makes the save. Linnea Nessie with the corner puts it in, and it's headed goalwards, but it's inaccurate.
Tokyo are creating. They're creating good, decent looks, but they just can't seem to... like, the few ones on target feel like they've been right at the keeper. There's one that's just over.
Just over off of the free kick from Nessie. And Catalunya have also been getting into the box on their attacks, but haven't been able to do a whole lot with them, as Vins is dispossessed by Isagi. Toastman. Rupp. Over to Visser. Tokyo trying to build something. Waiting for open space. Visser up the left wing, over to Caleb Hayden, over to Visser again.
That's
over
nice
to
interplay.
Kaido. Kaido will shoot, and it's saved by Gunnarsson. A tight angle to shoot there. Gunnarsson does well to get over.
Yeah, nice little passing play there between Visser and Hayden to create the space to get that ball in, but not enough real angle on that.
Corner comes to nothing, but the recycle might have something to it. Isagi back to Nessie after the 1-2. They'll put it over. I lost track of the ball for a moment, but it'll be out of the box. And Tokyo has it at midfield.
Yeah, 0-0 at halftime, but not for lack of chances. Not out of boredom. It's been a very entertaining kind of back and forth game.
It has been a lot of very good chances from both sides. Rupp has been incredible so far for Tokyo in making sure that Maple hasn't had a very clear shot on goal. On the other side of the field, Tokyo has had some very, very good chances, a lot of corners, but Gunnarsson has been good, and the headers off of the corners just haven't quite been accurate enough to be able to get one in the back of the net thus far.
Yeah, they've been getting into good positions as De Bernia and Greedo in for Muller and McFlopface for Catalunya, so they're going to try and shake things up a little bit.
And Kaido's going to try and strike right off of the kick. That's a foul from Vins. Would this be a red? A double yellow red, perhaps, for Vins?
The referee's coming over. No.
He gets away with it.
He is being sternly lectured like a disappointed college professor.
I really thought that was going to be a red there. But he gets away with it in the opening minute of the second half. Comes to nothing.
Yeah, some heart attacks there on the Catalunya sideline.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
Heart attack for
Vin's
me.
very important player for them.
The coach. Oh, wow. A very aggressive tackle from Toastman. That dispossesses a coach that makes the Catalunya attack have to reset.
A lot
And
of beating and
reset it
banging
will. It is a very
in the
physical game
second
so
half.
far. And that's a through ball from Greedo to a Kocha, or cross, I'm sorry. And now a cross again over to Greedo from a Kocha this time. And DeBernia will shoot, and it'll be bounced off of Rupp.
Rupp
And
again.
offside was Greedo.
Rupp again with the clutch blocks for Tokyo. Might honestly be their MVP so far today.
You have to think so. It's 3 very good opportunities broken up. They got to be careful. They don't want Maple getting this. God. When I see teams playing that back and forth with a defender right in the middle there, I just squirm.
It's playing with fire.
Yeah, playing with fire. It's playing with fire with a bottle of hairspray in your hand. Might explode at any moment. That's going to be a Tokyo attack. Maybe not. It is. Kaido shoots Gunnarsson. Will make the save. That was a...
Almost felt like a broken play.
It did. That was a hodgepodge of action that ended up with a shot that was easily saved by Gunnarsson.
Like it felt like they got into the box and then they were like, "Wait, what are we doing here? What?"
Yeah. It looked like the first one in the box. I don't... Oh,
When I
that's a
saw
Maple. Ah, saved by Rube. That was a good ball through to Maple, but Rube got across to make the save, and it's another corner for Tokyo. Nessie puts it in, and that won't come to anything. Hayden is going to try to recycle and do something. Rupp to Abishan to Shet to Vercetti to Toastman to Asagi, waiting for something to open still. Or perhaps now waiting to get the ball back. It's turned over. Akocha on the left wing puts in a cross. Vercetti heads it back to Rise. Kaido will now push up through the middle. Kaido puts it forward to Rise.
Nice
I
ball.
think he's offside, but that's a goal for Sky Rise for the moment.
Flag stays down.
It will stand. That's a goal for Sky Rise from Tokyo.
Oh, this through ball is just mwah. Absolute dime. Can we get a
Beautiful.
replay for offside, please? Hey,
Here it is. How close? Oh, it was a lot further off than I thought.
That was just an
Gunnarsson,
extremely well-timed run.
it
Kept on
was.
by Fist.
Gunnarsson attacked the ball, but Sky Rise was right there to make her regret that decision immediately. But now it's going to be Catalunya trying to make a counterattack, draw it even at 1 again. Busquets to Yarvinen, to Busquets again. Vins in the middle to DeBernia. DeBernia to Akocha. Akocha has an opening, but Nessie will block, and it'll be a corner for Catalunya.
Yeah, one thing to note, if Tokyo wins this, because Hollywood also lost, they're 1 point out of first. If they can hold on to this, like this could really spice up that top of the table.
Really could. Really the whole table. It's chaotic season so far. Hardly know what to expect one game to the next. Busquets, you put it forward to Maple. Maple shoots, and it's saved by Dobby Rube. That was a really good through ball to Dogwood Maple, but he just couldn't get it past Dobby Rube. And another corner for Vins. Nothing.
Maple is getting into a lot of dangerous positions. He has been one-upped by Rube.
Either Rube or Rupp.
Yeah. I think Dogwood Maple is not a very big fan of the letter R right now.
I highly doubt it.
He's going to go sink some pirate ships now.
Yarvinen did some work around the edge of the box there, put a shot goalwards, but it was a good 3 or 4 feet high.
Speaking of pirates, because Yarvinen.
Yarvinen. And now Asagi is going to make an attack. It'll be a run for Caleb Hayden. Through ball is put in, and Gunnarsson does not have to make the save because Fist will make the tackle, and it'll be a corner for Tokyo. Nessie puts in the corner, and Gunnarsson just grabs it out of the air. Gunnarsson over to Juliusson to Fist. They're playing with fire. Järvinen, and now they're away. Greedo bounces it off of Visser and takes it back. Greedo up the right wing. Back to Busquets. Busquets is in the box, and the ball is no longer in the pitch, as that is far over the net.
It's getting late here.
Catalunya has to do something fast if they want to salvage something from this game. This could be a last opportunity.
Saloon.
We've already seen last-minute miracles here in this game, but not this way. It's a pass from Rise to Kaido. Juliusson will clear it, so that danger is
Great recovery.
gone. Rising to Okocha. You got to get a through ball to Maple here. Over to DeBurnia to Rising. Maple's offside. Greedo to Busquets to Vins to DeBurnia to Okocha to Vins again. Busquets.
They can't find a way through.
Can't find an opening for a run, and that will be a victory for Tokyo 1-0.
Yep, the stats look pretty close, although the XG edge does go to Tokyo. And wow, the top of the table, both sides of the table are especially spicy right now.
They really
as
are.
Tokyo is now on 11 points, so they are only 1 point back of Hollywood and Buenos Aires at the top of the table, and they have a better goal difference than Buenos Aires, not Hollywood, or they're equal with Hollywood.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we have teams on. We have Buenos Aires and Hollywood both at 12, Tokyo at 11. Sao Paulo is at 6, and then there is Paris at 1, and Catalunya and Cairo both at 3.
Yeah, I think Athênai's at 10 too, so they're also up there at the top.
It is really.
Today has spiced things up, but it looks like right now we have sort of an upper echelon and a lower echelon forming, and it's really weird to say that Catalunya is in that lower echelon. They are they're going to drop to 6th and ahead of Cairo on goal difference.
That means that Sao Paulo will be 5th?
Sao Paulo are, 5th. They jump
5th.
Catalunya.
Yeah, Catalunya is too good to struggle for too much longer.
Yep,
3
and there's
shutouts.
And there's the table. Hollywood remain top, but it is not as comfortable as it once was. Buenos Aires, Tokyo, Athênai, all hot on their heels. And then a bit of a drop-off to Sao Paulo, Catalunya, Cairo, and Paris. What a day of games.
It was a very good day of games. As I said at the beginning, it was not a single bad game today. 3 shutouts in 4 games is not something you see very often.
Yeah, and you have your upset, you have your stoppage time heroics in in what is presumably going to be a relegation 6-pointer. Yeah, little something for everyone today. But that is going to be all from here. If you have stuck it out with us, thank you very much. Until next time, I've been Val.
I've been Laser.
You have a good day, everyone.